In this tutorial series, we're going to be talking about how to create a one-page website in Jimdo. And it is an advanced tutorial series, which means that there is some code, but the main idea that we want you to get out of this is a way to think about your website from a designer's perspective and some different tricks that we've picked up and think that would be good for you to learn. So let's take a look at the website we're going to make. This is another one of my Make-Believe Coffee fictional websites, and it's a one-page website based on one of our own templates. And if we scroll down, we see that each page, each section basically is its own page. So this is the about, this is the services, this is location, and this is contact. And I've built in also a small script that will allow you to slide automatically up and down the page. So we'll be adding all of this to the website that we're creating. Location, back to top, and contact. So obviously this is a little bit limited because the way we're doing this is using a trick with backgrounds. So the size, the vertical size of each of these areas is fixed. So this is designed to be a website with minimal content on it. A nice, slick, quick one-page website. So let's take a look at how we're going to do this. So we're actually using a built-in template in Jimdo called Cape Town. And if you already have a website that you want to work with, you can go ahead and change the template to Cape Town. I'm going to create a new one and just start from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and look at templates, and this is the Cape Town template here. If I click this, I can see Cape Town is right up here, so I know I'm the right one. And I'm going to title it So now we have the starting template, the dummy template as we like to call it, for Cape Town. And we want to see what we need to do to turn this template into this website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove all the extra content. And we're going to start with the extra pages. We don't need 3 pages because it's a one-page website. So if I go into Edit Navigation, I can simply delete the extra pages. Since it's a one-page website, I'm going to go ahead and rename the existing page to the name of my company. It's a good thing to do. Next, I want to go ahead and clear out all these existing images and content. So I'm just going to go through each one and delete them all. I'm going to actually delete this columns element, delete everything at once. You can do the same trick here. Got some spacers in here. I can just find out where spacers are just by moving my mouse over the content area here. Get rid of this heading and this image. Alright, so it looks like we have no content left in here. Oh, there's one more in there. I can hide on you. There we go. It's a 10 pixel spacer. Just delete that. We'll know we've removed all of the content blocks when we have 2 add element ones. The top add element is for the body content area, and the second add element is for the footer area. And we're going to be using both of those sections. I also have a logo in here and the background. So let's take advantage of those things next here. I already have my logo prepped, so I'm going to go ahead and just upload a new logo over this one. I'm going to use a landscape white version. And I'm going to go ahead and center that now just by making sure that it's centered. I can make it bigger, smaller if I wanted. I think that size is pretty good for me. Save that. And if I want to add header text, I can do that here. What did I put in my other one? Colorful coffee with a fancy background. Okay, now I'm going to have to go into the style area to set my styles and to change the background out. And the other thing I want to do is get rid of some of the things that are built into the Cape Town template. We're in the style by template version because style by element is off. So I can set a color scheme. I'm actually not going to do that in this case. If I do, it just kind of Oh, it doesn't matter. I can actually set it to a dark color. I want to have a little bit darker backgrounds and have most of my text be white. So it's going to have a high contrast on it. So I'm going to choose this color scheme, but I'm going to actually overwrite this. But let's go ahead and set this now. And I always like Oswald as one of my personal favorites for headings. And then for body text, Roboto is my standard font. And I can go ahead and save, which pretty much hides everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn style by element on. At this point, I can access different parts of the site and manipulate it. For example, the heading text here, I want to be all capital, and I need it to be a smaller font size because I want it to be on one line. Not that small, but something like that looks pretty good to me. And I'm going to go ahead and align it center. Save that, and then go ahead and click on the background itself. And at this point, I'm going to switch it to the transparent color, which is the checkerboard pattern. And that'll show us our background all the way through. This is what we want. So I'm going to choose that and save. And we still have the background for the footer as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove those two. And this very bottom one, change that too. So now we see the background entirely through here. Let's save that. And we're going to go ahead and change our background image.